Well, welcome back, everyone. Here we are, back to the thrift store grind. I know it's been a while since I've done a thrift store video out here in the wonderful Scranton area. Usually I don't find much at this store, so maybe we'll start filming in the second store. Just the other week, where's this guy? Right here. Hit a rock somewhere on the road. Somebody kicked up a rock. I actually saw it happen. It kind of like curved around and just cracked the windshield. So that's always nice to see. But it should be fun. Trying to find some good things out here today. It's a little bit chilly, but it should be enjoyable. Yesterday I was going to bid on that storage auction, and it was at like $400 I think the last time I recorded. And then when I got home from the auction and checked it afterwards, I think it sold for $600 or $670. Outrageous price considering it did sell a month ago for $240, and then the person never paid, so then they just relisted it. So you never know. Kind of unfortunate. I did want to buy that locker, but there's always another locker, and realistically, flea market season opens up in a week, and I really have to get rid of stuff so I can buy more stuff. But let's get out here and enjoy this day, and let's try to find some cool things. Let's do it. Just like that, we're at the second thrift store. So first thrift store, I found one item, pretty bare there, but second thrift store, hoping for a little bit better. I know my friend usually comes here first. He kind of beats me to it, but last time I know he didn't find too much, and I didn't find that much anyway. And please use the other door, and I pulled on that 3 times, and that's what the sign said. Alrighty. Alright, so first thing, only thing I found so far is this Brett Favre jersey, Reebok, so it's not that old, but it will sell because it's the Packers, and it's, one of those guys who just will sell. I'll throw it out on Etsy. So weird thing about sweatshirts here is that they don't really, so this is like women's clothing sweatshirts, but like these are unisex. That one's unisex. This guy is too as well. So it's like you gotta look through both. Gotta look through both, but I haven't found anything yet. Check out this shirt. That is awesome. Phoenix Greyhound Park in Arizona. It's a vintage Fruit of the Loom shirt. Nothing on the back, which is great. It looks like it's like a 2XL though. Not just an XL, but I think I'm going to grab that because that thing is just, that's too cool. Now I'm kind of getting in the mood of just like buying vintage shirts because it's getting harder and harder to come across this kind of stuff. If you have a Greyhound, I think you'd probably want that. That would be kind of cool. Like if that was a Golden Retriever, I think I would buy it just because it's interesting, it's cool, it's vintage. I think she's bringing out a new rack now, so I'll stay in this general area because usually they park over here. This is also a vintage shirt. There you go, made in USA jerseys. I don't know what I would do with this though, so it's like it's probably a softball thing, a softball, community softball T-shirt. So here we have a vintage fraternity shirt, I think. Little Sis Rocks, so it might be sorority. Pi Kappa Alpha. I don't know if that's a fraternity or a sorority. It is a vintage shirt. This has got to be from the 80s, I bet. I don't know if somebody would buy it with this thing on the back. I know vintage fraternity stuff is worth a decent amount because you get all those TV shows and stuff, like movies, and it's always like a vintage fraternity, so they like the vintage stuff. It's great props, but with that thing on the back, I don't know if somebody would really buy this. I don't even know what that means. It's got some staining on the bottom, and there's no size on it, which also is a killer because it's pretty long, but it's narrow on it. So it's definitely a vintage cut. And the sleeves are long, so it's just like a weird size. So I'm gonna have to pass on this. It's only $1, but vintage fraternity stuff does sell really well. There's too many variables there that I can't deal with. There we go. 2001, so it's just not old enough for me. It's close, but not old enough. Uh-oh. Finally. Big logo Florida State Seminoles sweatshirt, only $2. This might be a keeper. You know, I've been saying a lot about keeping stuff. This looks like it's a size large or like an XL, but it's kind of short. It's an XL, but it looks kind of short, so it usually goes good over like one sweatshirt. I think I want to keep this one. $2. I think it's a no-brainer. So this is a Led Zeppelin T-shirt, and some people get really out of whack over this stuff. It does have a couple stains, but if this was a true vintage shirt, it would the tag would be a vintage tag. Now I don't think this is the vintage tag for Delta. It, however, is knit in USA, assembled in Honduras. It'd most likely be made in USA, but also if a lot of these reproduction shirts, they do have a date at the bottom right of the logo, and this is 2003. So this is going to be passed. It also has armpit stains, so like this would be like a filler shirt, but it's not old enough for me, but it has also armpit stains, which is usually a no-go. Now if this was a true shirt from like the 70s or 80s, you know, you can have bleach stains, you can have small holes, and I would still buy it, even up $5, $6, $7, $10 if it was a true vintage shirt, even with stains. This is only $1, but since it's a reproduction, I am leaving it. What is this? History. Oh, they're knives. They're a knife collection for Civil War battle stuff. It looked like a nice case. The reason why I don't usually buy like small things like, let's say, this piece for $1 or $2 is because I come across this stuff so often in box lots. You know, you can pick up a box lot of, you know, 8 or 10 of these items for $2. It's very difficult to like be able to pick out one item. Like this thing I think is nice. Well, it's $40. I don't know what I would do with it. That's kind of cool. But if there was like one piece, like a Roseville piece, I'd probably take that. It's not Roseville, I know that. But a lot of this like houseware stuff is, you know, items that I come across so often. Got a dog bowl right there. That guy's kind of cool. What is this? $6. I don't know what that is. Made by Tatler. I could not imagine shipping that. That would be a pain. Oh, hiding down here. Underneath this guy is this guy. I don't know if that's too gone. That's pretty gone. Yeah, I think that's too gone. It looks alright on camera. That's the Amish butter print Pyrex. But somebody has really run through a dishwasher a couple times. Yeah, look at that. I think it's a cornstalk. It's not green. It's turquoise and it's faded out. Well, that's a shame. What is this guy? What are these? Nordic wear. Is that for like fish maybe? This is kind of nice. 99 cents. Depression wear. Nope. I was going to say you can probably scrap it, but it's probably not enough weight. These are cool. This one says Japan on it. I've never seen it actually in its package. Those custard cups. Wow, what a shame on that bowl. Here's another Pyrex bowl. It's $2 as well. I'd grab the other one over this one. This is just a primary. This might be part of the Harvest Wheat set. Aluminum house. Why is my hand shaking so? 1976. It's part of, oh, it's a salt and pepper shaker. What in the world? There's some random things here today. There's definitely some random things. Totally missed that. This was hanging out up here. So this is a smaller bowl. I'll get this. This is only 49 cents. So I'll grab that. Let me, you know what? So it'd be like $2.50 for the two. No, that guy's gone. Looks like someone Sharpied it. Yep, can't use that. That looks Sharpie. This is the intended color, and this is in good shape. So when I get this, 49 cents. I mean, I'll pick this up for $2 or $3. I think this might be a $10 or $15 bowl on eBay. I haven't checked it up. The butter print is definitely a desirable print. All right, so made it back. Lots of good finds today. Lots of big logo sweatshirts, my favorite. Funny thing about this thing right here, this Reebok sweatshirt, is I saw this twice today. I saw this at the first thrift store I went to that I only bought one shirt. That's in this bag. But kind of funny, I came across the same exact sweatshirt twice in one day at Salvation Army. This was only $3. The other one was $7, so that was kind of pricey. But overall, great day. Got a lot of cool things. Got a nice big logo Rose Bowl sweatshirt for Penn State. I think I'm going to keep this. I don't have much Penn State stuff for myself, and considering that Penn State is local, a lot of people like it. It's medium, but this is actually one of those bigger style sweatshirts. One of the other brands I think is Sand Knit. I think that's what it's called. They make some big logo stuff. You got Indiana University sweatshirt. So a lot of cool things. What's this guy? Counterfeit detector pen. They must have accidentally threw this in there, or they're trying to say something about my money. But I used a credit card. What? Well, I guess this is good to have. I mean, does this thing actually work? Let's see if this thing works. So this is on paper. I think it's supposed to turn black, isn't it? Yeah, there you go. It turns black. Got me. No, I guess it's good to have that, but I don't know what I'd really use it for. Funny thing also about this Yankee sweatshirt, it's made in 1995. It's all fun and dandy, but this was on the floor. So somehow this ended up being on the floor itself. I grabbed it, picked it up. It does have some scuffing marks over here, but now with baseball season here, this stuff is going to fly off the shelf, especially sweatshirts. Right now, sweatshirts are key because in October, you need the team that is either going to be in the playoffs or September, October, and even September, sometimes it's really, really warm. So March, April, sometimes May, sweatshirts are the best to sell for baseball. Overall, it was a fun day of picking. We got that one wherever she went. Oh, here she is. We also grabbed the 401 Pyrex Amish butter print bowl in very, very good shape. So very shocked to see how good shape this is in. It's only 49 cents, which is always great to pick up Pyrex for 49 cents. This is one of the most sought after prints. There's also the other color schemes of this print that are worth a little bit more money. This is, I believe, the lowest end out of all the colors. This is the most common as well, but this is a very, very sought after print. It's a 401. Someone actually, when I was in line, actually picked up the other bowl that I put back and had that in their cart. So the 401s are probably my favorite bowl. They are perfect size for cereal, if you want to use it for cereal. The perfect size for, you know, grapes, smaller fruit, probably not oranges. You can put some oranges in there. That's kind of nice. Throw some oranges in there. Throw another one on top. Tangerines, whatever these guys, clementines. But very, very fun day. Lots of good finds today. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. If you did, smack that like button. If you want to see more thrifting videos in the future, definitely subscribe. And as always, have a great day. Keep living the dream. Peace.